Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing a review of my Rockpals 1300 portable power station. Right, so I've had this thing for a little while now. I really don't have many complaints with it, but first let me just show you what the options are, right? So this is pretty standard on pretty much any of these portable power stations. You got your display that comes on when you hold it down, right? Tells you the temperature, tells you the battery remaining, and then when you have something plugged up to it, it'll tell you how much the device is pulling from the battery, right? How many watts. Other than that, it's really all it does. So you've got your charging ports here. You've got your 12 volt there. Got your DC outlet ports here. And then your 3 AC ports and your USBs down here. It really powers most things. I've even had a air conditioner hooked up to it for a while. Did just fine. Powered it for a couple hours. Well, more than a couple hours. It powered it for about 6 hours. So, only complaint I have with this unit is we recently took it to a trip. My wife and some friends and I went up in Tennessee last weekend. It got really cold, and for some reason, I had my phone plugged in here, charging it. I look over at the display and it said it was pulling 5 watts, and then it was pulling 3 watts, and then sooner than later it was pulling 0 watts. I don't know why. I pulled this out. I tried plugging it into a 12 volt, like a wall outlet, right? And I put that in there. Couldn't get this to turn on, because when you have the display turned on, you power these, right? It doesn't power all this at the same time. You have to select which one you want to power. Well, if I want to power the top AC, you see that button turns green. When it was cold, it did not turn green, no matter how many times you push it, no matter how long you hold it in. What it did also, which I thought was interesting, is it would, the thermostat over here, this thermometer was flashing. And it was cold, but it wasn't like, you know, your stuff stops working cold. It was, I think the coldest it got down to outside was around 25, 24 degrees, right? So not super cold, but it was cold enough, I guess, because this would not work. None of these would work. Once we got packed up, came back home to Florida, and I guess it thawed out. Everything works fine, works like normal. That's the only problem I've had with this, and I don't know why that happened. I don't think it was cold enough to make it stop working. I did have my other power station, the Opus 1100. That one ran all night. We had an electric heated blanket, and it powered that heated blanket for 4.5, 5 hours in the same temperature. So I'm not sure what happened with this one, but it stopped working. So take that with a grain of salt. Other than that, I've had no problems with it. It's, you know, decently heavy. Well, I shouldn't say heavy. It's what you would expect something of this watt output battery to weigh. It does have good handles on it. It's really solid. Like I said, I've had no problems with it. That's the only issue I had. So not sure why it happened. I didn't reach out to Rockpals. So like I said, it's never done that before, but that's the one time I did it. Anyway, just want to give you guys a quick little review of this thing. Other than the one issue, this thing's been flawless. So take that how you want it. Okay guys, that's it for this one. If you have this particular Rockpals, have you had the same thing happen to you? Is it just me? Anyway, if you have any info on that, let me know. I'd like to know about it. So put it in the comments. If you guys have any questions, I'll try to answer them. Put those in the comments, and we'll see you next time.